Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Let's see. How should we start? It's a keyboard. It's not a real piano. I can't get a real piano in front of my desk. A lot of practice on this one. Let's put those over there. I haven't had the time to set up connecting it, and I'm not entirely sure how to do it. I'm also still very new to the PC world, so I'm gonna have to figure out all of the stuff on the computer itself as well. So for now, it's just going through my mic. The options there. Just haven't figured it out yet. That's exactly what I have. Okay. Thank you. Let's see, I'm going to undeafen in Discord. So now I can actually hear all of you.
Yes, hello?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you through Discord. This is all, what, what am I trying to say? I forget. My mind just blanked. Anyway, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, you guys are all free to talk. Everything, you will be heard on the stream. So, I think we should, for now, let's just go ahead and get started. So, let's get into it. Here's the basics of music theory. So, by the way, if you did want to hear more of my playing, that is my YouTube channel. There, Synodigy Music is the one where music is. It's been a while. It's been a while since I put anything up there, but I'm hoping to put more up there soon. And Synodigy is my main channel for gaming, which now that I've got a PC setup, I'll actually be able to start using. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get right into it. So here, we're gonna start really, really simple, the very basics of music theory. Today we're gonna go over what notes are, what they look like, as well as rests, what the staff is, how notes are placed on the staff, different clefs, and how that affects the kinds of notes, as well as time signatures and measures. And by the way, this is the first time I've taught this topic, so if I explain something in a weird way or there's something you're not completely sure of, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to clarify if I say something weird or whatever. So, this is if you're not familiar at all with music, this chart is going to be pretty complicated. But on the left column is different kinds of notes. The right column is different kinds of rests. And then the middle column is the name of those as well as the value that they have. So in the top row, the left is a whole note and then a whole rest on the right side, which in music holds whichever one it is for a value of 4 beats, and we'll get to beats in a little bit. And then down from there, yes, it's just internal math. That's literally what it is. And then half is half of a whole note, so it's 2 beats. Then a quarter note is 1 beat. Eighth notes are half beats. 16th notes are quarter beats. And yes, there are 30-second notes as well. Those will come up occasionally. And for 8th and 16th notes, you'll see 2 different kinds there. That's because when you have 2 in a row within the same beat, or not just 2, from the 16th you can see it's 4, they actually are put together. And so the left picture is when it's on its own, the right picture is when they're actually put together. Now, I actually have a little bit of a trick for whole rest and half rest. I always used to get these mixed up. I was like, wait, is that a whole rest or a half rest? Just looking at it on the page with nothing else, with no other context. I can never remember it until I learned this trick where a whole rest is a whole and the half rest is a hat. So if you think whole rest whole, half rest hat, you'll remember which way each one is. So then this here is the staff. It's made up of 5 lines, and this is where we place the notes in order to be able to read music. But we can't just place it on there and know which notes are where, because we're actually missing a piece of it that tells us that, which is the clefs. So this may look a little bit confusing. This here is what we call the grand staff. So a single line is a staff or a stave. When you have 2 staves put together like this with that little squiggly bracket on the left side, we call it a grand staff. And the grand staff is what piano music is. All piano music is written on a grand staff. Now, you have 4 notes here, but you don't actually have 4 notes. You only have 3 notes. And the reason for that is the bottom note, or the 2 middle notes, are actually the same note. So, in order to understand that, we have to first understand the 2 symbols on the left, which are the clefs. So, the one on the top is called the treble clef, also known as the G clef. And the bottom one is called the bass clef, or the F clef. Now, in music, we do use the regular alphabet, but the alphabet only goes to G. So once we get to G, the next note is A. And so, knowing that, we can use the G clef and the F clef in order to figure out where the notes are. So, the end of the G clef that's inside of the staff, that little loop there, is looping around the second line from the bottom, and so that line is G, which is why it's the G clef. So that top note is a G. And with the bass clef on the lower line, the 2 dots surround the second to top line, which is F, which is why it's called the F clef as well, as an alternate name. Though G clef and F clef, you're not going to hear them a lot. You're mostly going to hear treble and bass. So yeah, from there we can figure out the notes. And if you count 5 notes down from G, you have G, F, E, D, C, which is 1 ledger line below. The little lines that extend the staff for a single note we call ledger lines. And then from F, G, A, B, C, that also ends on C. So those 2 middle notes are both C, and that's the note that we call middle C. At least on piano we call it middle C. Other instruments may have a different note that's their middle note. But that's middle C. It looks confusing because it's on there twice, but it's actually the same note.
Huzzah!
What's up?
Oh, hey.
Oh.
I did. Why did I not see your little picture until now? There you are.
Hello, Graham.
Oh, this is ultimate. Actually, Grim is still here. But
Voice reveal when?
Oh my God. The other guy voice and SnapHap is here. Oh my gosh.
You just called me that.
Okay.
I hesitated in the
Now, you may be wondering why I have my logo here. But take what we've learned so far and look closely at my logo. The vertical line.
Oh, it's on the G.
The vertical line of the T is the stem of a quarter note. The quarter note
So cool.
with the G inside of
I
it.
told you that from the get-go.
The note with the G inside of it is on the second line, which in treble clef is a G.
How do we know it's the treble clef though?
Well, you assume it. It doesn't make sense because in bass clef
What if
it.
it's the alto clef?
Your picture moves when you speak.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I want that. I need that in my life.
Yeah, we're not talking about alto clef right now.
Alto clef is so fun. That's why whenever I compose for viola, I immediately change it to treble clef.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now just starting from the base, like
Yeah,
moving
we're
through
going
it, so he
through
might get to
very
that.
very basics. We're actually not going to talk about alto clef today. So yeah, this
Yeah,
is
no.
what we've talked about so far. Different kinds of notes and values. If you missed it, then what the staff is, the two main clefs, and how to actually place notes on the staff.
You should teach them the C sharp major scale.
And so the next thing we're going to talk about is time signatures and measures, because this is, it's not as confusing as you may think it is, because this is where beats come in.
Oh yeah.
So we have right here, this big example here is 2-4. So there's two numbers that are a part of this, what we call the time signature.
I feel like I should be seeing something, and I'm not seeing anything.
Yes, if you look above, there's a link to the Twitch. So now I'm doing it through his Twitch. So because it's better quality.
Yes.
I has a dumb. Oh, I totally has a dumb. There it is.
Okay.
Hooray!
You see it now?
Yes.
Oh shit! And now I'm gonna mute the stream because I can
Same.
hear myself twice.
Yep. Yep. And I'm hearing you through OBS. I have Discord muted. So we've got this all figured out. Okay.
Oh, you can hear me from like 10 miles away. It's fine.
Yeah. So.
As my partner's like, truth.
Okay. So the 2-4. What this means is the top note is, or the top number is how many beats we have in a measure, and the bottom number is what note, what kind of note gets the beat.
Yep.
So here we have 2 on top, so there's 2 beats in a measure. The bottom note number is 4, which means that the quarter note gets the beat. If the bottom number were, say, 2, the half note would get the beat. If it's 8, the eighth note would get the beat. Those are the 3 that will be in the bass. Down underneath there, I know it's a little smaller, but there you are able to see a bunch of the common time signatures. So 2-4, 3-4, 4-4. 4-4 can also be written as C, which means common time. Then there's 5-4 as well, 6-8, and then 2-2, which is a C with a line through it. It looks like a cent sign, which is also known as cut time. And a lot of marches will be in cut time, which is how you get that da 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 da. That march feel is coming from cut time. And 3 is a typical time for like waltzes. A lot of waltzes are in, or not a lot, all waltzes are in 3. So that that would be 3/4 time and how you feel it. So next, let's talk about this. This is note variations. We talked about duration back here, but we can actually combine these to get different durations than just the base ones that we have. So the one on the right is a dotted half note. Whenever you add a dot to a note, that adds half of that note's value. So you can see on the left, it would be a half note tied to a quarter note, would be 3 beats, because a tie would just link them together like that. The dotted half note is exactly the same way. And you can see on the left side there is a bar line. In order for a note to be held across a bar, it has to be tied. You can't have, like, if you're in 4/4 time, for example, on the 4th beat of the measure, you can't put a half note there, because that would overextend the measure. You'd have to have a quarter note tied to a quarter note in the first measure, or the first beat of the next next measure.
It's like a happy face.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I got from there.
Yeah, the happy face. I remember dotted halves in these, and they used to trip me up, especially when I first learned violin. I don't know what instruments everyone plays, but I used to play violin. And this was
Violin!
Yeah, that definitely tripped me up. Yep.
So, yeah. That's dotted notes. It can be a little bit confusing with like having dotted rhythms as well. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? Before we move on, does anyone have any questions?
We're okay.
Okay. So, in that case, this looks very confusing. Don't worry.
Ew, oh my god.
It's not as bad.
Sorry.
It's not as bad as you think it is. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to play through this. Play through the whole piece. It's 2 pages. I'll have a page turn in the middle. So you don't really worry about the notes because there's a lot of stuff here that we haven't talked about. Like we have extra symbols in between the clef and the time signature. That's a key signature, which we haven't talked about. And there's a lot of other things going on, like those same symbols throughout the music. Don't worry about any of that for now. I'm just gonna play through this and do your best to follow along. It shouldn't be too hard, because it is very slow. It's like this slow. This is the tempo. So it's very slow. You should be able to follow along pretty well. And then, so I'll play through it once, and then we'll go back and look at it in a little bit more detail. Sorry. How'd you do? Were you able to follow along pretty well?
Stupid Mike didn't pick up my clapping.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. So this is Grieg's Arietta from the lyric pieces. We can see we have a regular, if we look at the first line, we can see that we have a regular grand staff with a treble clef in the top line and a bass clef on the bottom line. Then we have the key signature, which we're not going to do today. If you guys are interested, we can talk about that eventually. I don't have that ready right now, but we could definitely do a part 2. Review all of this, go into a little bit more detail with it as well as start to cover some new topics as well. At some point, we could definitely do that. But for now, let's just ignore the key signature and go to the time signature. So it's 2/4. So we have 2 beats in a measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. Now, I will say this piece is a little bit on the more difficult side to read. But if we just focus on the top line, we just have... like that.
Oh, literally. Top line.
Yes, very top line. And then going to the very bottom, we can see that we have tied half notes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Now in the middle,
I was wondering,
yeah.
Could you play at the end this in a different time signature to show us the difference? Like, can you play this in 3/3 on the spot, or no?
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Here, let me see what I can do.
It'd be fucking awesome if music worked like that. Holy crap.
Yeah, here, let me see.
Yeah, no, from what I understand of time signatures and music, the time signature denotes the, like, structure of a measure and, like, how many beats it has.
Exactly.
So you can't just, like, hot swap different numbers there.
Right, exactly.
The only thing, he could play it in faster beats per minute, but it wouldn't change the 2/4. It would still be a 2/4.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, the one thing that I didn't talk about right now is tempo, which is just how fast it is. That doesn't, like, I mean, it doesn't matter how fast you play. I could go... I could do it like that, or... I could play it like that as well, right? That's just the tempo. It doesn't change what's on the page at all. But, for example, something that would be in 3, Zelda's Lullaby. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. That would be something that's in 3, for example. So, now, music can change time signatures. I have a ridiculously crazy example, if I just grab it here. It's a piece that I played... Woo! Wait. Okay. I'm fine. It's a
Don't
piece...
die.
Yeah. It's a piece that I played actually in band, because... a little bit more about me, I guess. Obviously, I'm a pianist. I've been playing piano, taking lessons since I was 5. The only exception to that would be, like, during COVID. I was a music education student, in college. I dropped out because of COVID. I did also play trumpet as a second instrument in both high school and college. And in band in high school, I played this piece, American Faces. And this piece is ridiculous when it comes to time signatures. Okay, it's a little hard to see. This is the... Okay, this is a full score. So, it's like this, where each line... The whole page is a single line, because each line in it is a different instrument. Like, here we have, like, in the Arietta, we have 2 lines, one for the right hand, one for the left hand. In this, you have, like, 20 lines, one for each instrument. But let me actually see if I can find, like, just, like, the first trumpet part or something of it. Oh, I think this is the wrong year. Yeah, no, that's not the right folder. Hold on. Give me a sec. I've got it here somewhere. Where is it? No, that's not it. Ha! Here we go. Cornet 1. 4 pages long, just for the part. It's a pretty long piece. And this might scare you a little bit, but as I said, this is like one of the most difficult pieces. It's incredibly difficult to play, but I don't know how well you can see it. Here, let me switch back to this, so you can see this a little bit better. But you see, we start in 4/4 for 1, 2, 3 measures. Then we have one single measure of 5/4, then a single measure of 2/4, then 2 measures of 4/4, a measure of 3/4, a measure of 5/4, and you can see the rest of the page. It gets pretty ridiculous. And that's how fast it goes, by the way. So, things can get pretty crazy. But, like, even that, it's like, you have a measure of 3/4, right? It's 3 beats in a measure, quarter note gets the beat. The same thing still applies. 2316 for the Ganon battle. I don't know the battle, but I do know the tower. No, I messed that up. There we go.
Oh, no thanks.
That's just a simple 4.
Like, million fingers at once? Jeez.
Oh, there's one piece where there's one part where I, like, go all the way up the keyboard, 9 fingers chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. And I just go. Yeah, that's all of the topics that I was going to cover for today. Does anybody have any questions about any of that?
Music.
Give Vivaldi 4 seasons now.
That is not a... Is that a piano piece?
It's orchestral.
Definitely orchestral. Yeah, okay.
That's orchestral.
Dang it.
Sonata, do you compose?
I've attempted composition. I've done a little bit. Here's one that I composed. This is the very first thing I ever wrote. So we're in 4 right now. Now we're in 3. to 4. So it's just a simple theme and variations that I wrote.
Dang. Why is my microphone not picking me up very well? I said dang!
Very nice. Oh my gosh. I wish I could play piano.
Composition's hard though.
Composition is very hard. It's very hard. I mean, I've come up with a few like decent lines, but then like the accompaniments and stuff that I've come up with to try to match them just don't work at all. Like I could play another melody line that I wrote, but like another piece, but like the accompaniment that I'm going to play is nothing like the one that I originally wrote, because the one that I originally wrote was complete trash.
Why do you say it's trash? What makes it trash?
Well, because the harmonies were just totally wrong, and it just didn't make sense musically. It's stuff that's way more complicated than we would get into today, or honestly, even in a part 2, it's more complicated. Though maybe not entirely for the part 2, probably though. But I just did that aspect of it. I just did entirely wrong. So I'll just
music wrong.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
just like
art is art.
it just
Even if it's
well,
bad.
it just didn't. It just didn't make sense, and I eventually I was like listening to it back, and I was like, yeah, no, this is just trash. I don't like this. Like the melody line is really good though. I like it at least. So that melody is from a piece that I wrote called Dragons of Royalty, which is based on the Dragon Veil soundtrack, if you know what that game is.
Sheesh. It also took me exactly this long to realize that your shirt says life without music would be flat.
Yes.
Wait, I never saw
Life
flat on
without
the shirt.
music would be
It just-
flat.
Oh, that's what it said. I thought it just said life without music would.
Nope, life without music, oop, this side, would be flat.
G.
We had a shirt that said, "You need a C sharp, or else you'll be flat."
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I guess what point, Sonata, like, did you know you wanted to be a musician, not just like listen to it, or did you just start really young and it was always part of your life?
I mean, as I said earlier, I started taking lessons, weekly lessons, when I was 5 years old, and I was doing that all the way until COVID. So, I mean, it was
never
I mean, yeah, so it was always there. I didn't always want to, wasn't like I want to do music. Honestly, I mean, I was like every kid with music who just like, that kid who just like never wants to practice. That was me. I never wanted to practice. And then I think it was, let's see, I think it was in 7th grade, I think, that I actually got this keyboard in my room here. And then I just started practicing all the time because, like, I can put my headphones on, and then it's like no one else needs to hear me playing and practicing, so I'll do it more. And then it just kind of went from there, and then junior year of high school, I was like, hey, I want to do music. So,
It was like as a career, like
as a career, so I tried to go to college for music, and then it was going okay. Wasn't great by any means. And then COVID hit and everything went kaput. So, and now here I am. So, yeah. I could do the name story as well. Sonata G, where that comes from. I mentioned it in chat, but I couldn't play it. So Sonata G itself comes from Beethoven's Sonata in G major. We'll just do a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the first part of the first movement of that. So that's where Sonata G comes from. It's the piece that I was learning in 6th grade when I first created my Minecraft account, which is how I got it. And then on Twitch, obviously it's not Sonata G, it's Sonata G 91. I was actually playing the piece earlier. 91 is Chopin's Opus 9 number 1, which is a nocturne, and that sounds like this. That's a little bit of the beginning of that one. And that is how I got my name.
The fact you seem to know all of these either by ear or by muscle memory is, like, incredible.
Well, I have a very good memory when it comes to music, is the thing. Like, let's see, what else? I know so much stuff by memory, but regardless of how well I'm...
That's where we differ greatly.
Well, here's the... Okay.
For me.
Okay, yeah. But here's the thing, for me, like, I can memorize things without any problem. Like, I'll have it memorized before I have it fully learned or fully... before I can fully play it properly. But it takes me forever to learn something. Like, I'll start working on something, and it'll be a few months later when I finish it. Not a few weeks, a few months later when I finish it. Just because it takes me so long to actually learn it. But then I'll have it memorized before I finished it. So, like, let's take another Chopin piece. Which I learned freshman year of high school. Then there's... let's see. How about some Tchaikovsky? And let's do something that's not from the Romantic era. Let's do a little bit of Bach. Oh, you think that's fast? That's fast. Not perfect by any means. But...
You just played that like that was nothing. Good luck.
Yeah. I mean, that one was not clean by any standard. I've got a lot of work to do to get that actually clean that fast. That's how fast I can play that one without really making mistakes.
I was wondering how much, like, in your time...
So you just made Nash very happy, apparently, because Bach is his favorite, come to find out.
I was wondering,
yeah.
Sonata, like, what would you say in your practice time? How much is it devoted to pieces, and how much is it devoted to like, drills or scales?
I mean, for me personally, I don't spend anywhere near as much time on, like, drills and stuff as I should. I basically only do pieces, but for me personally. But, like, that also, for me, that also comes down to the teacher that I had, before college, because, like, as I said, that, Chopin, which is of course is the Romantic era, I sort of found that and just Romantic period pieces in general were sort of where I fit, what fit me well, and I discovered that around freshman year of high school. And so from all through high school, that's basically all I played. Like, I never did Bach or Mozart or any of the other classical, Baroque composers, anything like that. I basically only did Romantic stuff. And I never had to learn my scales or anything like that. I literally had to learn my scales for my college auditions. I had to learn my scales for my college auditions because I had never done them before. And then I got in.
Impressive. Yeah, you got in. Like, still. Oh my god.
I almost want to show this stream to my old orchestra teacher and watch her just pass out.
I mean, I know him now.
Like, how dare you not know your scales until college?
Thanks for your important the important things is that the music and the people you listen to. It's not like that,
There. That's C major done. That's how I had to learn my scales in college. But yeah.
Yet another you just played that like that was literally nothing moment.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time on that one. I've spent a lot of time on it. Because I had to learn it for for classes and stuff. I had to learn them. It's not just like, okay, learn it. It's like, no, you have to learn this and you have to do it well in a class for a grade. So that's why I can do that one.
Meanwhile, in orchestra, we got so used to messing with each other that the constant joke was now play F sharp minor.
I don't know what that means. Like, yep. I was gonna ask, what's the difference between the Baroque period, like a quick? I know we can't get into like all of art history, or music theory or music history, but Baroque versus Romantic, like what are the differences? Is Baroque just more like in art? It's very like what is it? It's over the top. Like Baroque style is over the top, like tons of details, tons of ornate, like almost what's it called, like hedonistic versus. But I don't know about Romantic periods of art, so. Where is
it's almost sort of the opposite. Like, Baroque, classical, both are, like, very set styles. So, like, think Mozart, right? It's... Right? Very simple versus, like... And then... And, like, Schubert... Right? But then in Romantic, it's much more free, much more open. They would experience with the style of it, break from the traditional, like, set, forms, that's what it's called. The set forms. So, like, Debussy... Right? That, of course, is Girl with the Flaxen Hair. Stuff like that. Tchaikovsky. that much more sort of free and open. Chopin, of course, is a big one as well. Those composers are from the more Romantic era.
Okay. Wait, thank you.
Right, Nash. That's correct as well. Baroque was mostly written on harpsichord. That's because the piano was both like not invented yet and also in its very early stages. Like there's a story that like what was it? It's a story that I think Mozart tried to play on a very early version of a piano, which was the pianoforte. That's technically what it's called, is the pianoforte. We just shorten it to piano. Like.
Well, kidding. I was gonna say harpsichord, but that's probably not it either.
Well, no, it is harpsichord. Harpsichord is, harpsichord is what was written. So like, Bach was writing for a harpsichord.
Yeah, that noise.
Like that. And the thing with the harpsichord is that it functions more like a guitar where the strings are actually plucked in the back instead of hit with a hammer. And so you have no dynamic control with a harpsichord. So if whether I'm playing like this, or doing this, right, it's exactly the same dynamic because it's just simply in the back just plucking a string when you hit it. And it's much more just finger-based. Where you're kind of just using your fingers like that, as opposed to on a piano where you actually have much more dynamic range. Like that.
Yeah, I was like, there's definitely no vibrato there, but then I'm like, wait, it's a piano. Of course there's no vibrato there.
Yeah, there's no vibrato on a piano anyway. Anyway, the story that I mentioned, I don't think I ever actually said it, was that, as I said, it was the very, very early stages of the pianoforte, and Mozart actually tried to play on one, so the story goes, and he was like, no, I don't like this. This is not good.
Big sheesh.
And so he kept writing for harpsichord because he didn't like the piano. And now, of course, it's pretty much only pianos. Like, how often do you see a harpsichord? Like, I mean, literally, how often do you see a harpsichord nowadays? It's not very often at all.
I forgot a harpsichord even sound like that until you start playing it.
And I mean, different harpsichords sound different ways as well. Like, I have one here where it like has an extra tone. If you're wondering, that is Solfeggietto by C.P.E. Bach.
Ooh, bravo. Clap. We can't hear it. Clap.
Sheesh.
Damn. Oh, Snap Hap guessed Bach when you were playing. Oh my gosh, that's impressive that you just knew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just impressive. I cannot believe how much you have in your brain.
Well, we've barely scratched the surface of that. When it comes to that, we've barely scratched the surface. Let's go.
Petition for more music streams from Sonata.
Yeah, do themed ones too. You could do like, a box, just do Bach, or just guess that Bach trivia night. Guess that.
Another petition to align them with my sleeping schedule. Unless it go to my bedtime.
Recognize this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the every sad song and every romantic
I
comedy.
forgot what it's called, but yeah.
This is the title screen of Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
There you go.
The Deku Tree. Ah.
Yeah.
I can't do fairy flying. But I can do woods.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't have Zelda without the fairy fountain.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
Snap Hap asked what your favorite mode is. In Discord chat. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty.
Oh.
Sorry.
In in the Discord chat?
Yeah, I figured you only had one open, so I wanted to shout his question out.
Favorite mode. I don't know. I don't really play around with modes at all or anything like that, so.
Snap Hap says if you say Locrian, I'm dead.
I mean, probably Ionian. But.
What are? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask the question again. It's been 10 years.
Okay.
What are modes?
Okay, so a mode. This is getting very complicated, but basically a mode is when you are on a single. You stay within a key, but you start on a different note. So, for example, if I'm in C major, right, that's Ionian mode. We also know it as major, right? If I were to play the same notes, normally if I start on a D, I would want to do either a D minor scale, like that, or a D major scale. But if I instead do a C major scale notes on a D major scale, like that, sounds a little funky. If I start on E, those are modes.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's what a mode is.
Snaphap says Dorian Pod, Phrygian Pod, so those are all Dorian, Phrygian, or
Phrygian. Dorian is when you start on 2, and Phrygian is when you start on 4.
Okay, Phrygian and Dorian sound. Oh, no, Phrygian sounds really upbeat, like she has an antidepressant, and Dorian sounds like they're very sad. Okay, really cool. Yeah, I know it's been an hour and almost an hour 10 minutes. Do you want to? I know that we're running out of time. Do you want to touch anything else, Sonata, before we?
I didn't have anything else. Only if anyone else had any other questions before we went for today.
Yeah. Especially about like your background too. Or...
Yeah.
Dude, I double dog dare you to use that first piece you composed as like a stream starting soon piece.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
This isn't exactly a question, but I posted
Do
in
it.
Twitch chat. One of my favorite piano discoveries when I was a kid was that the Zelda A down, left, right, up buttons for playing the ocarina on N64 mapped to specific keys on the keyboard: D, F, G, B, and then D up an octave.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh wow.
Hello. Yes, I have an ocarina.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Can I remember the fingerings? Yep.
Look at this
Pretty
guy.
sure I can play like the intro to Dragon Forces Through the Fire and the Flames on my ocarina.
Let's see if I can do Lost Woods.
Nice.
It's been a long time
Not
since
brag or anything.
It's been a long time since I pulled this thing out. Let's see. Nope. I gotta take it a little slower here. There we go. Haven't played this thing in a very long time. I'm sorry if that was very loud. It always ends up being very loud, like, in my room and stuff. Like, I'm sure my parents heard it downstairs. There's no doubt about that.
Wind instruments are difficult and loud.
You forget that I used to play trumpet. I know that.
Play the didgeridoo. It's very hard.
I have never attempted didgeridoo. But yeah, I've actually played a lot of instruments because as part of a music education degree, you never know what you're going to end up teaching. And so you have to learn every instrument. And so I took a class.
I dare you to get a didgeridoo.
I'm not going to end up getting a didgeridoo. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. But, like,
Petition for Sonata to get a didgeridoo.
But I did learn. I didn't finish all of my method classes, just because of dropping out or whatever. But the classes that I did take were clarinet and saxophone, I can't play either one of those because the teacher was absolutely terrible. I don't know if I could even get a sound now. I probably couldn't even get a sound out of those, but yeah, let's see. Both of those. Then, I also learned, I'm blanking. French horn, trombone, tuba, euphonium. I did the oboe and bassoon as well. So, yeah. And I would have done flute, percussion, voice, and strings if I had actually stayed.
But now the real question is, will he pick up the harp?
So many instruments.
Harp, probably not.
Harpsichord,
No,
a harp,
harp,
like the string instrument.
I know. Probably not. Oh, one that I did forget to mention is guitar. And
yeah, I'm just messing with you, man.
I actually have a guitar. I'm not gonna get it right now because it's all the way down in my basement. But
Dang it!
Yeah, any last
do you really want me to get the guitar? You really that excited about it?
Yes.
Man. God, why does my stupid mic keep cutting out? I don't know. Ugh.
I know, but every time I get a sip of coffee, I feel like everyone can hear it. So
You're good. We can't hear it.
yeah, it has
At least I
I'm
can't.
sorry.
This was wonderful, Sonata. Seriously, you are so talented, and I cannot the fact you know multiple instruments on top of knowing so much about the piano. Like, this was delightful to watch you play and to have you explain things.
Grim Jr. is clapping for you.
Yes.
I am
Yes,
looking at okay, now I see you. I've been looking at OBS, so I haven't been able to see that. But
This has been awesome. So awesome.
thank you so much. And of course, thank you, Jess, for actually letting this be possible in the first place.
Organized.
So, round of applause for her, too.
Oh my gosh. I did nothing.
That's not true.
You were literally so talented. No, oh my gosh. I'm just happy you wanted to do it. Like, thank you all for being here. And, yeah, and just being a wonderful community where we can, if we did this at our
Petition to get this boy affiliate ASAP.
yeah.
Speedrun affiliate. Let's go. Any percent.
Yeah.
Jump in.
I've already been sharing his link on a few of the Discord.
Yes!
I'm hosting your stream, so I'm seeing if people come in from there, from my channel. But yeah, Sonata.
It's a minimum requirement.
50.
Like how many hours?
It's 50 followers and 3 average viewers, right?
Yes, for affiliate.
Yes.
Also, is there like a
And
hourly
you have
limit?
to
Like how many
have
hours you have to stream?
streamed.
Followers.
You have to have streamed 40 hours.
Oh yeah. And on 7 unique days.
Yeah, which is doable. So it's.
I mean, that's
totally doable.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally doable. The only thing that I will say about it is that because of my work schedule right now, I cannot have a consistent streaming schedule. Because, I literally found out yesterday if I'm working tomorrow. That's,
Yeah, that's messed up that they don't give you that much.
that's how tight my schedule is. And not only that, it's not just the day, but also the time. Okay, well, do I go in at 8 in the morning, or do I not leave until 10 at night, right? I also don't know that until Friday. So, and because of that, I can't be okay, I have these are the times I'm gonna stream. These are the days I'm gonna stream. I can't do that right now. So.
As long as your content is good, like content creation, like as long as you're putting out good things, which you will be. This was delightful. Like if you do good, like you do a stream that's entertaining that people want to watch, people will show up. It doesn't matter like when you'll stream. I think people, if you announce in your Discord, people will show up.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the true spirit of content creation. Like, you gotta starve the viewers.
Yeah,
for content.
particularly if you stream on a weekend day, like a Saturday or a Sunday, I'd be more than happy to lurk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snapchat
And
says most people don't have hard schedules. Yeah.
also, just coming
The viewer
back.
count is the biggest pain in the butt out of everything. I should know.
And also here, Sonata G and Sonata G Music, those are my YouTube channels. I'm gonna be doing some different stuff on there. The music is going to be, and it is and will continue to be, like very nice recordings of me playing piano. This was just like, oh, I'm kind of able to play this right now, so I will, but it's definitely not perfect. And some of them have quite a bit of work to do still. But on the music channel there, it's all stuff that I've prepared specifically to record, so that'll all be nice, everything on there. And then the regular Sonata G is going to be gaming stuff as well. As I said, now that I mentioned this earlier, now that I actually have a full setup that I can actually do something with, I'll be able to start doing stuff on there. I have started a Let's Play of a small indie game that you probably have not heard of. It's called Beasts of Maravilla Island. I have the first 2 episodes up as of, like, 2 months ago. And now I can finally start recording episode 3 for that. And so that's going to be a combination of special stuff that I'm doing for YouTube, like that, like a Let's Play series like that, and then also probably like cut versions of streams as well on there.
Yo, Sonata, we should do some duets once I get my digital grand back in my apartment.
Oh my god. Please. You guys collab. Oh my god.
Because I've been
Yes.
playing piano on and off for the last 16 years also, but the first 10 years I was taking lessons twice a week, so.
Okay, I mean, I have a...
Yeah.
I don't know what's your level, like, what level are you at? Because I do have a duet. It's a pretty easy piece, but I do know it.
Mozart, but just in the 21st century. Like, can you handle this?
I don't know.
Snap your head around.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what you mean by level, but.
I mean, like, it's from like Suzuki Book 3 or 4 or something like that.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can probably play it.
Okay, I mean, it's
my
it's
teacher
Bergmüller's.
and I didn't really stick to a regimen.
It's,
We just did whatever pieces I felt like learning.
Okay, it's Bergmüller's Arabesque.
Oh, you know what? I think I've actually played part of this song. So yeah.
Boom. Yes, Dash.
I know, right? That's crazy.
Sorry, what did you guys say? I got distracted. That's what hit the RP screen.
I'll be back.
And what's perfect about that one is that I actually happen to know an accompaniment for it.
Yeah, I would love to see you guys.
I mean, it would take me some time to dust off the cobwebs off my fingers, but I think I could do that.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
All goes back. Plus, Philly, I was just
Yeah.
thinking, you can
Cobwebs
do
off.
IP. You guys really want to pick Philly's and it's 2 IP addresses per household, and then you can also add in your phone on data, and that counts as another viewer. If you, what do you call it, for future. So yeah, because I had my phone on data, just like have like on you, just to give you like a little, thing of things. So that's also fun.
Okay.
Hoss is cheating the system. We can cheat it too. But yeah, we can. Thank you again, Sonata. Like, yeah, so much. If people want to,
And
are
yes,
people
and
interested in the open mic, or are people interested in performing anything?
I guess no.
From
I guess
I
no
mean,
then.
it would be. I just need to.
if
I just
my
need to get my
violin wasn't
piano.
completely covered by things right now.
We could always do it another day too. I know people might not be prepared. Other guy, Cap.
Yeah.
I sing. That's the only thing. I'm like my voice, my instrument's always with me, so you can say that like other girls.
Doesn't even have to be music too. I could probably
Because you're
pull
not
off,
like other girls, yes.
Yes, it
probably
does
pull
not
off
have to be
game design
music.
stream.
The open mic could be for anything, precious. Yes.
You have a game designer here?
We have a
Yeah.
game designer, other guy. Yeah, other guy, right?
Because Hannah means
And I'm a software
Family.
developer.
Ohana means family.
Nobody gets left behind.
I don't do.
Yeah,
I don't do
Ohana
games,
Smash
but
Boys
means
gang.
family.
I do.
Hello.
I do like artificial intelligence and neural networks.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
Nash, I studied
hey,
philosophy. Oh
man.
my fucking! I studied philosophy of mind. I wrote like a thesis on the Chinese room thought experiment, and like that was one of the yeah.
That's exciting.
What? We all have all these interests.
Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, who here
It's
can
so
all do a Stitch
interconnected.
voice? There's so many people here who can see. It seems can do a Stitch voice. How many is it?
I can do one. Really, it's
I can't. I can't
Okay.
do any impressions.
Moodle.
Yeah. Wait, Nash, you can't do. Try doing. Wait, do Nash. Putting you on the spot. Do a British accent. You can do that. Go. Do it. Believe in yourself.
What? No, I'm good.
No, thank you.
See, I can. So I can do. I can do accents, but not. On, I can't do them on the spot. I have to like slip into them.
I cannot do accents at all. I can do voices, and I can do them on the spot. Like, I can switch into any voice at any time that I want to. But accents, absolutely no way. If I try to do an accent, you're gonna hear a little bit of British, a little bit of Cockney, there's probably gonna be some Australian, maybe a little bit of Southern, maybe a little Boston, all mixed together into one. I cannot do an accent well.
Well, I'm the only hidden talent I have is like beatbox, and that's the other.
That's like what happens to me.
I mean, to be fair, the only voice acting experience I have is for Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
Yeah, that's fair.
Do,
That's
do
fair.
a goofier.
Oh, I thought you said something. I thought you said Dragon Age. Like you were in Dragon Age, and I was my brain stopped. I'm so.
Dungeons and Dragons. He was in his own Dragon Age.
He was in his own Dragon Age. But maybe next time, I'm thinking instead of maybe doing an open mic, maybe we could do maybe I don't know, once a week or every other week we do a feature. So we pick someone and we feature their
Ooh,
Like
Oh
a-
shit.
You know, because we did.
that's
Sonata
interesting.
Week. Other guy, and like, or we could do a game design feature. I could do something like we can all teach one another something, or just feature one of our talents. Like that would be interesting. I don't know. If people
Yeah.
would want that. Who would want to? I don't want to put people on the spot, but does anyone want to do?
Tag potato teachers.
Feels like I'm back in school.
I know.
Totally,
Okay, everyone
totally
prepare PowerPoints.
talentless.
I'm
I'd
so
be-
talented.
I'd be down. I could show a basic
Could be a good audience.
Discord bot
That would
construction.
be super cool. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that would be.
to code our own. Discord,
Yeah.
Just like to get the basics down, because I would love to.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you saw it, but I made a random fact bot that's in my Discord that just gets a random Wikipedia article and gets a random fact from it every time you do a command.
Oh.
Jeez. Yeah, I would do, and that's like if you want to you have to put a presentation or anything together, but if you want to walk us through that next time, yeah, that would
Yeah.
be maybe not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that we can have a
Oh no, we can do a code review.
a code review.
Oh god. Oh
Shut
god.
up, fucking
Well,
code
speaking
review.
of
Get the fuck out of here.
speaking of
Get the
code,
fuck out of here.
speaking of code, I am
Uh-huh.
currently working on a project.
Oh boy.
Oh,
And I have no idea what I'm doing. So
that sounds like me every day.
it
of
could
my
be
life.
I could honestly use some help with someone who might possibly potentially know what they're doing. I don't know if you will know what you would need to know to be able to do this, because this
What is the
project is a Pokemon ROM hack.
Okay.
I have not modded
Oh, boy.
any like games, but seems pretty interesting.
I mean, I'd be down to research it. I think Pokemon is all in Objective C, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
Objective C.
Okay, well, so
versus
for
Subjective C.
okay, let me see.
Well, Objective C versus like Java or C#.
Well,
Yeah.
this isn't that's not
Objective-C
entirely how
Or
this.
assembly, heaven forbid.
Yeah,
I
this
hope
that's
it's
not
assembly. If
that's
it's
not
assembly,
entirely how this would work.
I would imagine like if you like.
Hold on, let me
download
see.
that,
Let
it
me.
would be in assembly or something, like a binary something.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Let
you
me-
can, I mean, they have. You would have to like disassemble it
deal with
basically.
both, I
Disassemble the
believe.
assembly.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let me
Oh my gosh. All of
set up real quick. I gotta
Something very technical.
set up just a screen share here, not a window
So now you-
capture.
You could post
Yeah.
it in Nash's Discord.
Yo,
Nash
beta
would have
tester
20
gang in here.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
I'm just gonna do a display capture here just to like show you what the programs are and stuff that we use for it. Because it's not like regular stuff, it's weird stuff. So hold on, let me just get this up. I'm in studio mode right now, so I'll have it in a second.
I'm just thinking like
If you
Objective
put it
C is
like
into some
that,
weird stuff.
It sounds really weird. No.
I posted my Discord link in self promo if anyone is interested.
Yeah, especially go. I would go into Nash's Discord just to see the bot, the Wikipedia bot. It works. It looks like something like you just like you see on the
Okay,
screen
so
video.
this is gonna be a little psychotic here, but down here,
No, we
this program here.
Oh boy.
This
Okay,
is a
cool.
program called Advance Map, which is what I've been using. So this is the game that I've got, Flickr. So all I do is I open it up here, and then I can go into here like this, and then it's literally just this, and I can go ahead in like this and edit the maps.
Oh my god.
Just like this.
Oh shit.
So, cool.
Wait, really? Oh, okay.
And so it's
yeah,
just
you're
it's just like that.
I need this in my
And
life.
then I can, so that's how I do it. Like this used to be Pallet Town.
You're just unpacking the.
I'm literally taking a Fire Red ROM and rewriting it, overriding the maps and stuff, and then like here is the movement permissions. So like 1 means that you can't step there. So I have a 1 on the sign and on the houses and on the mailboxes. 4 is surfing tiles, stuff like that, right? And then here's events. The events are
Yo.
all screwed up right now, but then I go here, you can see so this will take you to the warp that goes inside the house. If I go here, click go to, I can save the changes because why not? And then you can see that takes you into there. Go back here to go back out here,
Yeah, it is.
right? And then if I save it,
That's so sick.
then I can simply open it up in Visual Boy Advance here
In emulator.
in VBA. And
Shut
here's my
up.
controller. And it's Fire Red
What?
still. And I can do this. I just saved right here. But then if I come down here, this is like this. Then I come out, and we're here in Nutra Town.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then I come down here
What?
to my version of Route 1 that I've designed.
Oh my god.
Just like this. And then I
It's
can
actually really cool.
just keep going down here to Berry White Town. This is a random Pokeball with a potion, okay. And I mean, some
Petition
things
for
can get...
Sonata to stream the making of this game also.
You can see some things sometimes get really messed
add
up,
some
like the old man is in the
rewards
fence. Like, he's literally in the fence here, like, what's going on? Like, what?
So
He's deceased.
But then, like, you can see some
Would you
things
say-
can
would
get
you say
really
he's
messed up.
on the fence as opposed to wants to
Oh
be
my
on one side
God.
or the other.
Oh my
Get
god.
out of here. Boo.
But yeah,
when you said like ROM hack, I initially thought the project would involve like a bunch of actual like coding and stuff.
well,
and maybe
it does include a decent amount of that, because obviously that's just building the maps themselves, right?
Mhm.
Then what you do is you have scripts, So if
yeah, I was gonna say I can do behind the scenes scripts type stuff, but
that's
when it comes to
honestly
actual art, I'm out.
that's the part that I need the most help with is like the scripting.
Okay. Yeah.
Scripts is what I need the most help with, because like if I go into here,
Finish you a sample script. Somebody else has written.
I mean I can't open up a sample script right now because I don't have a script reader oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. But like
you could
what?
probably just open it in Notepad, right? Or even Notepad plus
See,
if you have.
well, I mean, I gotta define a script editor. Let's
okay.
see. I haven't.
I knew that as well. You have to define a script editor.
Yeah.
I
hadn't.
I'm very smart as well.
I don't actually remember how to. Oh, choose script editor. I don't think I have anything. I don't have. I don't know where there's.
Oh yeah, Jess, I'll message you separately,
post a
but
link or something
we can
of
add
what this
the
program
Yeah,
is?
no.
we can add the bot
talk
to one of your
Nash, talk
channels
to
if
me,
you want.
We can definitely help you with
I think
this.
I want to. Yeah, message me.
Honestly, we could set up like a GitHub and just all work on the same project remotely.
That would be so. Cool.
Okay, well, so here's what I would need help with is like, obviously like this here is like this. These are the script tiles that, like, for the basic game when you go up into Pallet Town and you go up into the grass and try to go into the grass and Oak stops you or whatever.
Yeah.
Then basically the way it works is you basically hit one of these script tiles, and that's what causes that script to happen. And then, like with a warp tile, it's the same thing. When the player steps onto a warp tile, it will warp them to a specific location, which is indicated here, right? But the main thing that I would need help with would be like these kind of scripts, like, oh, okay, so you go to this spot and Oak stops you from going into the grass, except it would be down here, and it would be, I forget what I called the professor. I forget what the professor is. No, it's
but like really,
it's
talk to me, talk to Nash. We can help you with this.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I mean, I've got. Here, I can show you.
Hey guys.
This.
I want to see your faces. I don't know if you can.
The world.
Okay. Here.
What? Who?
Face reveal when?
When?
So this is my drive folder for Flickr. I could add you onto here. But what we've done for this is I have
okay.
Flickr is the name of the game, yes. And
I see what you did there.
so this is the storyline of it. So
Oh my God, you prepared so much in advance.
yeah, but I have literally everything done for this game except actually making it.
Oh, okay.
So like.
Okay, can I ask something? Could you could you make Outer Wilds in Pokemon style? Like, is that? I know that. That's so cool. I have Outer.
What the fuck on me? Shut the
I don't know it. I don't. I don't know enough.
Yes.
I don't
have
know
the
enough.
time? Probably not.
No.
Let him work on his own projects.
I know.
I mean,
can you? I have a request. Can you put 75 hours, into a game? Probably 750 hours. Thank you so much.
Yeah, way more than 75.
It's gonna be way more. I've probably put 200 hours into this project already.
Wow.
But yeah, so this is
So you have a lot of the background work of the actual writing of the game done. You just need to implement it.
Basically, yeah, because like this is the entire storyline for the entire game, including the post game. And then if I come.
Dang, spoilers.
Then that's not. Hold on. What? Why did it? Oh, okay, there we go. And then designs. We came up. I started this project with a friend. He actually decided not to continue with it. He got bored of it and stopped. He said I could use all of his stuff, but these are all of the Pokemon that we've designed. We have a list of tons of them.
Oh shit.
Nice.
And so it's a completely unique Pokedex. There's not a single actual Pokemon.
bug. Oh my god, this is huge.
So like this is
Can't, like,
okay.
hide
You
it under
can't
the
see it
rock.
very well, but this is Kokorus, which is one of the ones that I designed. He's a very happy coconut, and then he evolves,
Oh my
and then it
goodness.
evolves into a palm tree.
Oh my god.
So this is Kokorus, who evolves into Palius, who's a palm tree. This is Bopur, who's a starter that I created. That's the grass type starter.
Oh gosh. Oh.
And then most of
Sorry,
these
the
other
bushes.
ones. Okay, Fababug. This one here
It's
is
so cute.
Fababug is one. Well, actually, no. Let me talk about a many first, because this is another one that I created. I'm not a very good artist, but this is a many.
Ooh.
And that would be one. A many would be one of the fossil Pokemon.
Babushka. Oh,
And so this is the Fababug line. He came up with the idea, and then I actually did the pixel art for it. So this is Fababug, which is the first stage, then Beauticue in the second stage, and Glamoroth is the final stage of that one.
I think the only thing planning is
So
for you to
cute.
enroll in a university now and learn coding at this point.
yeah, you really could.
So
A minor in computer science. Can you minor in computer science? Is that minorable?
You already did the hard stuff that I don't know how to do. Like I have the technical skills, but I'm not creative enough to do this stuff.
I mean, I'm not. I'm not. When it comes to the Pokemon themselves, I am not very creative myself either. I only came up with like 10 Pokemon.
I mean,
like I would literally go in to like
what you're
because like
showing
we
us
had a
begs to differ.
well, no. Listen, I went too far back. I went too far back here. Hold on. Documents.
Oh my God, it's
Game
got
info.
custom music for his own game.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but I think that's just going to be too complicated to do the custom
I'll
music.
be honest, at this point it guarantees a DMC strike from Nintendo or something.
Well, this here
on.
is a list
Too
of
good
all
at
of the
it.
Pokemon that we come up with.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me. Can we just acknowledge that the musician just said that custom music would be too difficult for this video game?
It's more complicated than you think. It's more complicated than you think.
What the heck, musician?
Well, I mean, that's true. I don't know exactly who said that because I'm not super familiar with all of your voices, but yes, composing is very different than playing, but there's also very strict rules in terms of actually writing music specifically for a ROM hack, because it has to match the instrumentation that already exists. So you can't say, oh, like, I want to have, like, a completely different type of instrument in here that doesn't exist in this game normally. You can't do that. That's not possible to do.
You've already looked into the possibilities.
As far as whose voice is whose, I'll give you exactly one hint as to who I am. Mine is the loud, obnoxious one that you will always be able to hear above literally everybody else, because I'm your freaking ultimate fan!
Turn on my people were turning on their videos, so I was like, I'll find my phone.
Yeah, this is the whole list. These ones here are ones that I came up with for the starters. So, and one thing that I was trying to do here was incorporate a lot of type combinations that don't exist or are very, very limited. For example, the fire final evolution is Fire and Steel. The only existing Fire and Steel Pokemon out of almost 900 of them currently is Heatran. That's the only one. So...
Oh, Sonata, we have someone in chat. Red Queen. Hi, also, hi, Red Queen. She says, have you tried simple gifts before? Oh, Red Queen is my kiddo. Ignore that. Oh, okay. So, what's simple gifts? Is that part of Pokemon or is that a coding thing? Is your coding mastermind Red Queen? Cool. What?
No, simple.
It's a song.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Pokemon thing.
That's simple gifts.
Simple gifts, I choose you. And it's like a candle, and you just throw a candle at the other person.
That's not the right tab. But yeah, so that's kind of where this is. Oh, one thing I should show you for this project is actually the map of the region.
Sonata Snap, what the heck is your name? SnapHap says he might be able to write some custom music for you.
Oh.
Ooh. Also, hi, Bog. Face reveal for Bog.
Where's
Hello.
documents? There it is. It's not in that folder.
Look at our face.
Hold on, is it?
Oh my
There's
god.
a
Bog
person.
has-
Oh, it's Bog Devil.
Nope,
Bog
that's
has
not it.
amazing hair.
Other guy reveal. Hello. Oh, look at this. Face reveal.
And now the other guy is dabbing.
The other guy is...
Hold on, I got it.
Ew.
And Saphap is a big...
Okay, if we're doing this, I'm at least
Hello.
turning my camera.
Hello, everyone.
And you guys don't get to judge me of how stupidly messy my streaming room is, because it's horrible.
I'm holding my camera in a very specific way. So
Oh.
you
You guys want to see?
I know, like and for me
guys
too,
wanna
like
see
I've
Marvel?
specifically cleaned up the area that's in the frame. For
This is
me.
a horrible room. If you've ever seen one.
I need to.
Where is this?
This is
Other.
my-
Aha!
this is my
Here it
craft-
is.
This craft and office.
I
room.
found
Shit,
it.
It's a mess in here too.
This here is a map of the region. The region is called Camus, and most of the names, or all of the names, most of the names that I came up with actually relate to me personally. So this is the.
That's narcissistic.
This is, well, a lot of them, you would actually have no idea how they connect, because it's not obvious at
Here we
all
go.
for a lot of them. So Neutratown, the first three letters, N-E-U, Neu, the German word for new. It's the starting town because you're starting a new adventure in a new region with new Pokemon.
The lore already built in.
I was gonna say Northern Arizona University.
I
I
thought it was a
Then
place for pets to get neutered.
I forget what I always forget what the term is when you rearrange the letters of a word.
Anagram.
Anagram, that's it.
Anagram, yeah.
Gulisteco, the city of the first gym, is almost an anagram, with like one or two letters cut out, of Eagle Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout, as is the person who I had started this project with.
Well, okay, that's really cool. This is yourself is literally in this game. Like,
Yes.
I love that bits and pieces of it.
Sand Scale.
Oh come on.
Sand Scale is actually a dragon from the game Dragon Veil, if you've ever heard of that.
Really, webcam?
Does anybody here know the game Dragon Veil, or have you heard of it?
No, is it a wedding simulator for dragons?
No. No.
Stupid.
It's
That was a dumb
Wrong
joke.
veil. That's the wrong kind of veil.
yeah.
For a second, I thought you said Dragon Tales, and I was about to go on a.
No. Dragon Veil is the original, like, monster dragon breeding game. So, like, you, like, hatch
breeding, huh?
dragons and breed them and stuff. And that Dragon Veil is the original one. And I've played that for years.
Dang it.
I've been playing that since like 3rd grade, and I still have the same profile that I've had since 5th grade.
Oh my god, that's like 10 years, right? Over 10 years. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean the only reason I don't have the same one from original is because I had it first on an iPod Touch that I got in 5th grade, and that was. And I had that for 2 years, and then I got a phone, and I lost all of my progress and had to start over from the beginning.
Oh no.
And so I had to completely restart my park.
Oh No.
But then I backed it up through Game Center, and now it's backed up through like Facebook and Google and whatever, and so I can keep the same park. And I've had the same park ever since then, since 7th grade, and I'm still working on that same park now.
Hey.
So Sandscale is one of the dragons in Dragonvale that you can get. Up here, Gildemain Town. Gildemain is also a dragon from Dragonvale. Permeadow City. Permeadow is an anagram of Trompete, the German word for trumpet.
You played the trumpet, right?
Because I played the trumpet in high school and in college.
This is like an Outer Wilds like puzzle. This is making my brain work in the same way. I feel the
Then over here we have Laravik Town. Laravik is an anagram of Klavier, the German word for piano.
Oh. I thought Laravik was like, I had laryngitis once, so I wanted to remember that.
No, Monsend is a combination of Mond and Sonne, the German words for sun and moon.
Oh.
Valamerto is sort of, I think there's a letter missing, maybe not. Valamerto is an anagram of Team Valor. Okay, that is very loud. That is very, very loud.
What is going on?
Valamerto is an anagram of Team Valor. I'm sure you know which team I'm on.
How good a piano can play through mic. I think it's
Tenasso. Here's an interesting one. Tenasso comes from sonatina. Now, my name is Sonata. A sonatina is a short sonata.
I was literally about to be like, hey, it's like Sonata.
It is. Sonatina is a type of piece that's a short sonata. It's like a sonata, but it's shorter. And Tenasso, so, na, N-A gets left out, Tina at the beginning, Tenasso Town. And then Laspis is a sort of misspelling of last pass because it's the last place you go to before the league. And then these ones, Glyphin City, Talkit Town, those are ones that my friend had come up with. Dextamp as well.
So much. This is so just even the names, the amount of effort you put in. Like I
Oh,
would do,
I missed one. I missed
Orange
one.
City. Like I would have been that, or like I'll do Lampville, and that'll be fun. I'll put a bunch of lamps.
I missed one. Lyschel Town. Lyschel is formed the same way as Monsend, except instead of Mond and Sonne, sun and moon, it's Licht und Dunkel, light and dark. I think that's...
Are you also German?
I am quarter German.
No, I am not.
No, you initially sounded like one. Maybe I don't know enough Germans.
I took German in high school and I visited for a few weeks, so that's what I know about German.
Yeah, it's just a lot of care. You definitely put so much. Like, oh my god, it shows.
I mean, there's
It really shows.
other maps here as well, route numbers and stuff. This is, not that one. This one, like, kind of route. So, like, this is just, like, a regular route. This is a forest. This is a regular route. This is, like, beach area. This is a cave. This is, like, mountainous. This is water. This is, like, swamps up here. Yeah.
How, like, I feel like you could sell this. Like, if someone wanted a small Pokemon game, like, about their life or something like that, like, I don't know how coding works. I don't know, you can't be like, hey, can you put together, a 10-hour game in, like, a weekend? But, like,
No.
it's
No, you cannot.
Okay. It's like, don't even
Okay.
but the aesthetic
You give me anxiety. Just
I mean,
talking
let's-
like
Just
this.
by thinking like that.
But there is a thing called game jams where
Yes.
you
There
give
are.
like, a short amount of time.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's
While we're on
see.
the
Yeah, but a
subject of
game from a game
jams.
jam
Yes.
is not this in depth.
No,
Not even
no,
close.
no. But they
Other guy,
do
what did you-
inspire. They end up inspiring better games.
I mean, I can kind of show you the process of starting this.
I just see so many like kids being like, "Oh my
Looking
god,
for
make
something
make myself in Pokemon," and like you
Yeah,
can see them walk
right.
around like just
What?
for.
Hold on, why is it doing that?
Because I feel like so many people would buy that. Like so many. I'm just thinking.
I mean, there's so many ROM hacks out there.
Oh hey.
If we're on the topic of game jam games, this is the kind of quality you're looking for.
Oh, let me go. So are you sharing your screen?
I put it in the Saturday Music Chat.
I mean, look
channel. It's a YouTube video.
I mean, look at this. These are all Pokemon ROM hacks. That's not even a complete list. There's so many of them.
It's a VR game.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of things. Other guy, this is you? You made this?
This is me plus a small team, yes.
Oh my
That's
god.
amazing.
Pigeonholes.
I want to throw pigeons.
You just fucking off the fucking.
He just fucking yeeted that pigeon. That's amazing.
I don't even have a flying animation.
It's not necessary.
I love this.
It's better without it.
Pigeon!
Where is this in Steam Early Access? Like, where is this? I need to buy
Yeah.
that.
Can I play this?
Steam Early Access.
This is from like 2 years ago. I think I have the
style-
exe file like still rolling around, but I'll see if I can find it.
Who are your testers?
Yes.
We were the testers.
Oh, gotcha.
The animation
This was made
style.
in 48 hours.
Oh my
It's
god.
So good. No, I love the concept of just like you just yeet the pigeon. It doesn't even have a flying ending. You just yeet it.
It's a de-stress game. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm gonna play it on
Pigeon.
stream. I swear to God, I'm playing it on stream like as a wind down game. Like I want
Pigeon
it so
yeet.
bad. It's so.
Oh, that's the wrong folder. Okay.
I don't have a
Even
VR
such
such like a labor intensive endeavor.
Okay, if everything wants to work properly here, why doesn't that want to work? Okay, I don't know. Let's fix the capitalization on this. Change the name there. Go back to the map. So this is just like the process that I go through to actually, to actually create a route. Why can I not? Okay, something got screwed up on that. What?
It's like Pokemon in hell. The other screen. But it's red and purple.
Oh, this?
Pokemon.
Can I have a version of Pokemon that's just me?
You
as a
turn the
devil,
light.
just and then the souls.
Yay.
The Pokemon are souls of the innocent, and I'm just.
Okay, I don't know why that route isn't working.
Every time I press the button, it doesn't do squat.
Yeah, ultimate. Yeah, I always see the loading. Try unselecting and
It just
reselecting your
does
webcam,
that.
maybe.
I didn't edit this map at all. Why is it messed up?
I'm trying to think of, sorry, like what we were just sharing things. Like other guy, you shared a game. I was thinking maybe I could find an improv performance that I could share with you guys. But also, they're so cringe. When you're not in improv performances, they're so cringy. Like they're so. Like when you're in the audience, it's cool. It's like, oh, they're creating it right now. Oh my god! And then it's like when it's filmed, it's like this is so cringy and bad.
I miss improv. I
Me
used to
too.
do a lot of that.
So I gotta close this
You
door
used
for
to
a
do.
minute.
Have we talked about this?
So much fun. No. Not a
Have we
lot of
talked
people
about
love
this?
it. I was a huge drama nerd.
Fuck yes, Grim.
I
Oh my
loved it.
god,
I love so much.
I love it
I
too.
went
We
to
haven't
the-
talked.
I
knew
know.
I liked
I know. That's why I was like, man, I connected with you so hard because like you did the improv thing, and I was like, oh man, I love it.
I love it so
Oh,
much.
the I
I
know.
wish I
There,
would have went to college for it.
there we go.
Wait, what?
Tried.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I? Okay, I don't know why it's doing this, but it's not letting me, like...
Hey,
It's...
Ultimate Fan!
Hey.
Hey, face reveal! Look at all these face reveals!
Oh,
Thanks, babe.
Oh,
Okay, I gotta come back over here. Hello.
oh.
Yeah, Ultimate
I
Fan,
honestly
look at
was
me.
not expecting this to cause so many
The
face
cat-
reveals
the-
today.
Turned out like Ultimate Fan really looked like a child for a second. She flipped the camera.
Did you do the Chad laugh? Did you do the
Just
Chad
the
laugh?
first half of just the eyes, half of the head.
Just the
Yeah,
half
just
Chad.
because the camera it was so above her face.
Ultimate Fan is a master of clips and Chad laughing. Ultimate Fan, I deem you
Chad laughing.
second in command of Chad laughing. You may
Oh god.
staff, and the staff is just a bunch of beer cans taped together, and that's your staff.
Hey.
But, so now, did you get it working, or is it still like bugging out?
That one map is still bugging out, so I guess I can start work on this one
It's
instead.
okay. My staff could be my water bottle.
There you go. Ooh, 90s kid. Yes.
My 90s kid water bottle.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start doing this. If I
Look
do...
at we have face reveal. I know. Now I see. Now I know what all you look like. This is really nice.
It sound like.
So I'm just gonna start covering this up.
Your Thanos snapping. Oh God. It's going away. The Thanos snap of the Pokemon world. Can I get a Marvel? I know I'm requesting games like they're nothing. Can I get a Marvel Pokemon? How much would that be to code?
Just go
Okay,
pay like thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, if you add us to your payroll,
Something needs to
we'll
evolve into America's ass.
We should just
Okay.
start like a freelancing group. We can
So
just-
now I
just
have
make
this
streamers,
That would be so cool though.
set
Pokemon customization requests.
as entirely a black screen, so I can go ahead
Beckett's ass would take
and
a lot,
start
but
actually
can-
filling this in. I am not on the left edge of the map.
But it's so creative, like how
There
they
we go.
reuse the textures for everything. Like
Yeah.
the textures are so compact.
Yeah,
God, yeah,
they are.
that's everything.
It is.
I mean,
insane.
it's not. I mean, there is a lot more than just this. What it is here, I can show you here. What we have
Let's see that.
is called, they're called blocks. And so what we have is we have
Oh, advanced.
and like tile sets. So what we have is we have a bunch of different tile sets. And so this is tile set 0 here on the left, which includes like the basic trees and grass and the Pokemon Center and the route connection buildings, rocks, fences, water, all of that stuff. And that is available on every single map. So whichever map I click on, if I go, or maybe not every single one, but if I go over to 12, you can see that palette 0 is still here, right? If I come back, not Pewter City, go back to Cerulean City here, come down here, you can see that this has its own specific palette down here, right? If I come to Nutritown, this one on the bottom, you can see it looks a little different. And that is because that one, these tiles here are specific to
Banshee.
Pallet Town, right?
Up.
Then if I come over to Celadon City,
Come here.
right, come all the way down to the bottom, then these ones on the bottom here are different yet again, specific to Celadon City. But these basic ones are still here.
We have a cat reveal on the Discord, by the way. If somebody's not seeing.
Yes.
Oh, cats.
Oh,
What's this
look
one's
at-
name?
Yeah.
So, and I mean
This is
that,
Banshee.
and so that's the very basics of how this works.
It's
So
pretty
what I want to
cool.
do is I
I
want,
can't believe you've done all this and not. I can't believe you're good app piano and this. Listen, can you save some talent for the rest of us over here?
So I'm just gonna go ahead and go I can't see the tiles very well when it's a black screen, but just going every other one all the way across the top. And fill this in.
Also, I'm sorry, I don't want to be a party for me, but I have to go drop a package off at UPS and they close at 5, and it's 4:03 over here, so I need to go.
Yeah, go do your
Yeah,
things.
go.
Or
Yeah,
get charged
How
$50.
dare you have to do things in real life?
How
I'm
dare you,
sorry.
adults?
What the heck?
I'm sorry.
Go.
But this was absolutely, thank you all so, like, seriously, like, for being here. It was
Yeah,
so
huh,
much
Banshee?
fun.
yes.
And it's a big thing.
Of course.
Organizing this.
I'm glad I could just
Thank
host.
you,
It's you guys
Sonata.
making it amazing. Like, yeah. And Sonata, seriously, you are the best. Thank you for doing this.
Of
Oh, God,
course,
I
yeah.
found you guys. I just found you like 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you,
Yeah.
both you, other guy and Bog. I'm
Awesome.
so happy you, like, stumbled in. I'm glad that it's not just... Also, I think I figured out the tower. But you'll see that tonight. It came to me
Yep.
in the morning.
I'm
Yep.
so excited for that.
I can't...
Tower?
Watch me be immediately wrong. That'll be
Outer
fun.
Wilds thing.
Oh, Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
now.
bet chat I could do something in under an hour, and then I failed after a 6-hour stream, so it was not a good bet. It was not. It was a really
Oops.
bad bet. It was a
Oh
really
boy.
So yeah, I'm gonna redeem myself. But I'll talk to you guys later. We
But
definitely are gonna do this again.
hey.
It's so nice to see your faces. on
Hey,
chat.
hey, I got a question before you go. Like, I'm kind of a boomer. I don't understand Discord. Where's your schedule? Like, do you have a fixed premium schedule or something?
A stream. Oh, it's on my Twitch. There's like a Streamlabs thing.
Oh.
But I should add it to the Discord. I should have a channel. I think we do have a schedule.
Yeah, because
channel.
I checked this like stream schedule channel 3-4 times. I didn't get it. I thought maybe
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
No, you're not dumb. I'm disorganized and don't own a Discord. So like level. Seriously, yeah, no, it's Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, all at 7 p.m. EDT. But I'll add that. Yeah, we're gonna probably do like a little bit of a revamp too, because this used to be for 6 streamers. I was only one of 6 potatoes. That's what we called
And
ourselves.
Sonata, you have like so much content to stream. So much content
Yes.
to stream.
People would watch the shit out of this. Seriously. Okay, I gotta
So
go.
something I'm
Be responsible. I'll see you guys
Bye.
later. We'll do this again
Yeah,
soon.
Bye.
Hi, Jess.
something I'm noticing, Sonata, that
Yeah.
might be able to, I don't know, speed up the creation of these maps. I notice you're clicking on individual tiles and going back and forth and then putting them on the map.
Yeah.
Is there a way to select multiple tiles at once in like a block and then just stamp them all down at once?
Not from
Kind
the
of like a
palette.
copy paste.
Not from the palette over here, but basically what my basic controls are for it is if I have a tile, let's just grab that tile, put it there, right? What I can do is I can right click it and that copies it, and so now I'm using that tile. If I then right click on, say, this tile here, let's use this tile, then I can paste that one in instead.
Okay.
What I can do,
But
alternately,
copy like a
what I can
block of
do
tiles.
in order to do a block of tiles is
Can
if
you
I
select the
hold
block
down the
tile and copy
control
it?
key,
It's funny because
then-
you said ultimate.
if I hold down the control key, then I can right click and drag, and you can see grosser block there. And so now I have this, and now I can paste in that block like that. I cannot take a block like that from the palette over here. I can only take it from the map itself, but I am able to do that, which is how I can get like the trees in quickly, which is how I filled in the black area so quickly as well, because I just did a big grosser block like that. Boom.
Okay.
Just like that. And all of that stuff's gone now.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this editor, so
Yeah.
I don't know the shortcuts you might.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the basis of how this works. So I just gotta go across like that. Drop that down.
Cat is so nice. Like, it doesn't run away and stuff.
my
And-
god, and you can like texture the roofs. That's so cool.
Well, there's another thing that you can do, which I actually did in Berry White Town. Or, well, no, I was going to do it in Berry White Town. I didn't. But you can actually change the color of tiles. So, if I go to Nutra Town here, this roof used to be blue. I was able to change it to green, and I could change it back to blue. What I do is I come here, select it here, and you can see this, and I can change the palette that it's a part of. So if I select specifically the tile, you can see it here.
Kind of.
And so if I,
Get out of my shirt, dude.
let's see,
There we go.
what's a nice looking one? Here, this blue. This is actually the original one. So if I do this, I think I messed that up. Hold on, what? What happened?
It exploded.
There we go. And then I save it, and you can see it changed it in the palette. So now that tile of the roof is blue instead of green. And it actually was
That is
blue
interesting.
initially. I switched it to green. Now I gotta find that green again. I'm gonna just switch it back just so I've got... Where is it? What?
Hey, by the way, other guy.
Yeah?
Since Omni left, I'll spoil it. The solution that she figured out for the tower is wrong. It's gonna be another fun stream.
It's wrong. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
boy.
Oh,
Oh
Don't
boy.
tell her.
ooh,
Don't
I'm a
tell her.
teller. No, just kidding.
I've only been half lurking in the Outer Wild stream because I still want to play it myself one day.
Apples all over me now.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
If you haven't played the
Honestly,
game,
I
don't watch any
Yeah,
stream.
seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
like,
I,
it's a
I have
one
some
complete
games
game.
on my list that I've done that for. Why can't I find this green? It's just gone now. That color green is just gone.
It was in your imagination the
Oh.
whole time.
Hold on.
She thinks she can fly the ship underneath the tower and get up to the top,
Hold on.
which is what everyone thinks at first. It's gonna be fun.
It's here somewhere. I mean, it is possible to edit these tiles as well. Like, if there's a tile that you just don't want it, and you want something that's totally different, you can go into Paint or something and actually edit the pixels of the tiles as well. So there's a lot of variability, a lot that you can do with it.
It's all very kind of constrained stuff. You could do a lot of things, but only in one way or two ways, something like that.
Kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have any bigger future ideas, right? Maybe you should try the game engine called Godot. I think it's gaining a lot of popularity. Maybe you
Yeah,
can look
that's a good
into
one.
it. It's really popular among indie developers. And you seem like a creative person. I imagine you'd have multiple ideas, obviously.
I had an idea. I did have an idea for a game, but it's a pretty simple game. So
Simple games are
it's
also
kind of,
fun.
yeah, basically it's like it's like a fighting game where you're inside of a giant dome, and special little creatures called blubbles make you weapons that you use to fight
Blubble
enemies.
Thunderdome!
It's called Blubble Dome.
That sounds straight out of Rick and Morty.
Ah!
Blubbles are actually very cute.
No, that sounds straight out of SpongeBob.
Let me see. Let me see if I can draw a Blubble.
Bubble Bowl.
I don't know. I've never used this really before, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. Blubbles are very cute, I will say. Did I mess that up? Why won't that? I think I messed that up. I don't know how to start over, so I'm just gonna do this. This might take a little bit. Bear with me.
All right, everyone. It was nice meeting you. I've got some stuff to get to, so I'm gonna head out.
I'm also probably gonna head out. It's been fun.
Yes,
definitely
absolutely.
Talk to me and Nash about scripting.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll help you with that.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you all for coming.
It's been fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
All right, see y'all later.
It was really nice hanging out with you. I look forward to more of your streams.
Bye.
Have a good one. And thank you everybody for the follows as well.